それでは戦場へ向かいましょう。
Hello everyone, this is Ninja_12 here, bringing you the Pale Rider Space type. The kind of colors I have going for it is just the kind of Hyaku Shiki, but like instead of all the gold sections, this is kind of bright red. It looks pretty good if I'm being honest. So that's kind of my explanation on the colors. If you guys want to know the colors, I will answer if you guys leave me a comment about that in the comment section, along with any requests you might have for GBO kind of videos. The Pale Rider Space type is a 400 cost general at level 1, could go up to level 3 at 500, and I just recently got the level 1 from the recycle counter, so I think it was like 310 tickets for that. So if you guys don't have this, and you have, you know, some tickets to spend, this is a pretty good option for space. Before I only had the level 3, and it was kind of hard to use it at the 500 range, if I'm being honest, but using it at 400 I feel like it's the best, and probably 450 as well, which is what I'm using my level 1 in a 450 room. Because there are Barzams and Mudrocks in here. But basically the Pale Rider Space type is the kind of space equivalent to the Pale Rider Ground Heavy Arms, with some quite massive differences. For one, it has slightly different equipment, so the kind of primary weapons are already kind of different. So this thing could equip, I think, it could equip the Hyper Beam Rifle, which the Gun Units 4 and 5 used. And I'm using the Hyper Beam Rifle right now because it is such a fantastic beam rifle. The Ground Heavy Arms Pale Rider can only use the Gundam Ground type beam rifle, which is meh, if I'm being honest. But its other weapons you could equip is the kind of standard Hyper Bazooka that the kind of Granddaddy uses, which is also again, that bazooka is also used by the Gundam Units 4 and 5. When the Pale Rider Ground Heavy Arms can only equip the Rocket Bazooka, or the Rocket Launcher. I'm pretty sure that's used by like the Gym Ground type and the Gundam Ground types. And then it also has the option to equip the Bullpup, which both versions use, if you so choose. I haven't tried it with the Bullpup, so I might give it a chance with the Bullpup, but since I like the Hyper Beam Rifle a lot, that's what I'm using right now. It has the same melee weapon in terms of the double beam sabers. So, I mean, they're fine. The kind of downswing animation is, I think, pretty much based on the free custom downswing. So if you use that suit before, then you know how the melee works for this thing, pretty much. And then we get to some of its many sub-weapons. Obviously, it has a pair of Vulcans, which, you know, standard Vulcans, nothing special to say about them. It has the wrist-mounted beam gun that the Gundam Units 4 and 5 has, and that does decent damage. Like, it's good if you want to get health down, pretty much. I barely use the beam guns, and the wrist-mounted beam guns, if I'm being honest, so yeah, that's my take on that. It also has, I guess, the kind of main attraction, which is the giant Gatling gun, which is basically, I think, it's supposed to be the same Gatling gun that the Unit 5 has, but there is like difference between the Unit 5's Gatling gun and the Pale Rider Space type's Gatling gun. For one, the Pale Rider Space type's Gatling gun, I think, does a little bit less damage, and I think it has slightly less range, but what it does have is a higher rate of fire, it feels like. So I feel like they should have specified the actual differences, because it's kind of hard to figure them out for yourself. other than that, there isn't really other sub-weapons this thing really has, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything else. If I am, then I guess you guys could leave a comment as well. And then I guess the really only other kind of differences between this Pale Rider and the ground heavy arms is obviously the kind of backpack, because it basically has a kind of similar backpack, especially like the side parts and the extra thrusters that the Unit 4 and 5 has. And then it also takes the same shield that the gun Units 4 and 5 have, when the Pale Rider ground heavy arms use the Jim Striker shield. I unfortunately get ace, but we still do really well this match, and I get a kill on that Alex. So that, I guess now we move on to the, the design of this, and I like it quite a lot, though. I feel like I like the ground heavy arms just a tiny bit better, because I feel like it's a lot cooler looking. I mean, this is basically the Pale Rider just got the same kind of training workout that the gun Units 4 and 5 had, so that's pretty much what this is. This is basically like a low-cost version of Unit 4, but instead of the Mega Beam Launcher, you just have the giant Gatling gun that the Unit 5 has. So there isn't like that much of a difference, to be honest. Look at that, I'm gonna get another kill. Oh, I love this match, because actually my teammates actually let me get kills so that we win the round as an ace. Wow, that basically almost never happens. I'm about to go ahead and take the time to repair, because I'm pretty low on health. But the actual design of the Pale Rider, I like it quite a lot. It is a very cool mobile suit. I mean, it's basically what happens if you give the kind of Jim Sniper 2 and give it various parts from the Gundam Units 4 and 5. Because, I mean, I think this frame is taken from the Jim Sniper 2 and whatnot. So I do like the actual design of this a lot. But, I have nothing really bad to say. If I had the chance to get the P Bandai HHE Ground Heavy Arm Pale Rider or the Space type, I'd probably go for the Ground Heavy Arms, if I'm being 100% honest. Because I do like the equipment on that suit more than on this one. But it's still a fun suit to use. Like, it's a really good suit, to be honest, at 400. Because of that giant Gatling gun. So, that's pretty much it. I guess, like, in terms of the other Pale Rider variants, obviously we have the Cavalry. We're pretty much at this point missing the other two Pale Riders right now, which we're missing the Dolahan, which is a very interesting Pale Rider that has the Grim Guard custom shield and the heat lance that the G-Line Assault armor has. So I don't know when, if or when we'll ever get that. And then after that, just the Pale Rider D2, which is basically just a kind of Pale Rider that is just a basic Unit 4 version, to be honest, with no Gatling gun on it. But it could also equip the same kind of machine gun that the Cavalry has, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much it in my match in the Pale Rider Space type. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and commentary, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later!
No 戦闘報酬です。